So Birds of Prey, the emancipation of Harley Quinn, comes out on Thursday. I believe early previews are Thursday, and then everywhere Friday. So this is coming out, and they're expecting it to make $50 million. Anywhere between 49 and 55 million, I think, is what they're shooting for. And I think it probably will have a decent opening weekend. It'll be interesting to see how it holds up after this weekend, because I believe it's R-rated, and you're coming off of success with the Joker. I mean, we'll see what happens. But there's some concern with this movie, particularly with how they're marketing it, in my opinion. This movie for the past year has been throwing stuff up like this. So, Margaret Robbie says Harley Quinn will be less male-gazy in Birds of Prey film, still aiming for R rating. So, this is the kind of marketing they've been pushing for this movie in interviews and stuff like that. This is the kind of stuff they're saying. Harley Quinn's going to pretty much get away from that male gaze. Got to get rid of that. Don't want that. Can't have her looking like she did in Suicide Squad now. That would be a big, big no-no. So they're going to move away from that. This is a year ago, by the way, June 7th, 2019. Well, almost a year. But you would say, well, that's just an example of then. What are they saying recently about the movie? Well, they're having very good, interesting conversations that I'm sure any moviegoer cares about. I mean, Ewan McGregor on black mass sexuality in Birds of Prey. I'm sure that's what everybody wants to see when they're going to see this movie. Everyone's wondering, who does Black Mask like to hook up with? Heck, we can even go ahead and we can spoil that answer for you. Because guess what? The two villains in the movie probably into each other a little bit romantically. So there you go. So this is there's not like, okay, what kind of action is going to be in the movie? What are the motivations of your character, whatever? No. Well, we're talking about this. This is a selling point for the movie. Doesn't this get you excited? I mean, personally, I think who cares? But it's just the virtue signaling that they do for this movie that really makes me think it's going to be trash. In fact, they've been doubling down on this, as recently they said, Birds of Prey's Ewan McGregor and Chris Masani say they're proud to star in a film that tackles everyday misogyny.
What a story, Mark.
I mean, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I know I was worried about those problems when I was going to go see this movie. I was thinking, man, I really hope it tackles those issues, really explores those themes. I mean, they literally say it. So there's an interview that they did. They got the whole thing right here for AP Entertainment. Go ahead and go over that right now. Say they're proud to star in Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn because it tackles everyday misogyny. So, speaking at the premiere of the new DC movie, McGregor said, we talked about it. We were both really proud to be in a film that tackled misogyny, not only in sort of an extreme ends of it, but also the everyday mild misogyny that women have to put up with. The film's peppered with references to that. He continued, we were just proud to be part of that and be the misogynists in the film to help flag that up to guys who need to know that time's done. Oh, well, thank goodness for Birds of Prey to give me a solid lecture when I go see this movie. It's good to know that I'm going to spend, what is a ticket? Like $14? And then I'm going to buy some snacks. That'll probably be $20. So about $35 so that I can be told that, I am a istophobic piece of garbage and I need to be slapped in the face the entire time that I go see this movie. I'm glad they're really stepping up their marketing for this one. Who thought, you wonder who's sitting around. You got to imagine that there was an approval process for this movie, right? It's a bunch of Hollywood bigwigs hanging out in some room. Oh, Birds of Prey is a comic book movie. I see. We can really do something with this. What should we do? Should we make it a fun film about the characters that everybody loves? Oh no, instead, what we need to do is tackle everyday misogyny. I'm sure that will be what wakes up the crowd and really draws people in. You know what this reminds me of is Charlie's Angels 2019. They actually did the same thing for an entire year. They used like woke marketing with it. Like that was going to really be the appeal to bring in the crowds and make everybody want to see that movie. It didn't work. Turned out to be one of the biggest box office bombs of the year, by the way, among other big hits such as Terminator, Woke, Fate, and so on and so on. None of them got anything on Cats, though. I really should do another video on Cats because, in case you guys didn't know, Cats bombed so badly that it actually hurt Universal's stock. Like their stock went down. That's pretty hilarious. But I don't know if that movie was woke. I think it was just a terrible movie. This movie is like full woke. I mean, they're literally telling you misogyny is the villain. So that's really stupid. I'm sure this movie is going to do gangbusters. Now, it'll be interesting to watch. So I think the first weekend they will pull their 50 million that they think they're going to pull. Probably around there. I think that's a safe bet because I don't think there's really anything competing with it. But here's the thing. How will it do the next weekend after that? Because if that's really the theme of the movie, I don't think that it'll have good word of mouth, and you're going to see a lot of people talking trash about it. The Rotten Tomatoes is going to be really funny to watch because you know the critics are going to love it for how woke it is, but the audience score will probably be pretty negative compared to the super high critic score. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But either way, this movie can go F itself. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know if you guys are going to go see this movie. Are you excited to watch it? Get a little lecture on your little R&R time at the movies. I'm sure that's going to be exciting and fun. How can you not look forward to it? Anyway, leave me your thoughts on that. Also, throw a like up if you would. Those two things really help videos out in the algorithm, and the algorithm has changed, believe me. That's why sharing the video is also helpful. If you just want to retweet it on Twitter or share it, that's also appreciated, or on Facebook or wherever. Also, make sure you're still subscribed because that's still going on. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that and subscribe if you're new.